welcome to your podcast where we dive into sports. Join in as we explore the latest news, thrilling matchups, and provide the best sports content. Whether you're a diehard or a casual, this podcast is your destination. Get ready as we follow the world of sports. Let the games begin. All right, sports buds, let's get right into it. So it is Friday, July 28th, and today was the weigh-in for the Spence and Crawford. This is the Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight for the undisputed welterweight championship of the world in boxing. This will be held tomorrow night, July 29th, and wow, boxing is on a roll right now. Before we dive into that, welterweight undisputed match that we'll be seeing tomorrow night, boxing is on a roll. Tuesday night, a lot of us woke up early here in the States, and we watched the fight out of Japan between Inoue, and of course, he went up against, Stephen Fulton. And wow, did we need any more verification? Did we need any more, did we need to be assured anymore that Inoue is the real deal? This is a monster, and the way things are going, he can maybe move up another division or two and maybe still, put a lot of fighters down. It was impressive. Just a little bit about Scooter. The big fight that I remember of his would have been against Figueroa, how him and Brandon Figueroa were, I felt like toe-to-toe, trading, and he ended up getting, he ended up winning that match that night. So fast forward to Inoue versus Fulton, and I'm thinking, Fulton's gonna, fire some stuff, and Inoue's not gonna maybe, know how to handle it. He's moving up a division. Originally, I believe it's a 2-division jump from when he started. So, I had that in mind, thinking Fulton and that fight that I saw with Figueroa, he'd maybe have a more impressive showing, and I figured that, he may be able to pull it out. Now, in the end, that was not the case. It didn't even seem that close before they ended up stopping the match. So, yeah, hats off to Inoue. He is the monster. I think next up for him is undisputed at that 122 division. So, hats off to him. Looking forward to whatever is next. If it's undisputed, if it's moving up in weight, I'm sure, he has plenty of exciting fights left for us. Now, continuing that momentum, boxing is on just a roll right now. I mentioned earlier, the weigh-in today for Spence versus Crawford. This is a much anticipated fight. You could think back 5 years ago, 6 years ago or so, when they first meet backstage, right? And there's that initial, bet that they place, that they will fight each other, and, the winner will win that. So, fast forward, years have gone by. So much has happened since then. We've been able to see Crawford take on some of the former opponents that, Spence has vanquished. And in that time, we've also seen Spence, lay out other opponents and win other championships, to the point now we're in the welterweight division. That's 147. Errol has 3 of the belts. And right now, Terence has the last remaining belt. So the winner will take all 4 belts. Of course, I'm sure they're going to throw in that Ring Magazine belt, and they will be crowned the undisputed champion of the world. So this is definitely exciting times. The weigh-in today, a very respectful handshake there at the when they met, face to face for the last time before they meet in the ring. So, hats off to them. Thereafter, Terence, gave him his respect, gave him his props, and it looked like Errol was doing the same. And then, Errol came out with that, I shouldn't have even had to, do a coin toss. This is happening because of me. And he has a point there. This fight took so long to be made. And from all reports, Errol went and definitely gave up a few things that he may not have had to in the past to make sure that this fight got in the ring. And tomorrow night, we have a show on our hands. We have what might be one of the greatest, fights that some of us will witness. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited. The weigh-in was much anticipated. Earl looked, cool, calm, collected. Bud looked, just the same, and then he was, vibing, feeling himself. He had some, lyrics out there that he was throwing out with that Lil Wayne and Jay Z song, the Mr. Carter. So, very excited about this fight. Can't wait. Some news that's coming out, some reports. Right after, it seems, backstage there was an altercation or some mix-up. Looks like the Charlo twins are involved, and there's video out there right now where somehow Caleb Plant is mixed into this, and it seems like, well, no, the video shows clearly Caleb. I'm not sure what happened just before it, but Caleb Plant goes up to Charlo, Big Charlo, that would be Maul, and slaps him. I believe it's a left slap. It looked, pretty serious if you ask me. Gets broken up right away. It seems like Caleb gets pushed back. Of course, Maul looks like he wants to try to get some back right there. But yeah, I'm not sure if they were escorted out, removed from the facility, what have you. And then I'm not sure the relationship, but it looks like two females that are related. I believe to the Charlos also had a mix up, and it got really ugly out there. So I guess everyone's feeling the excitement, of the big fight. It's a big fight feel, and everybody just be careful, I'm gonna say. But very exciting tonight. We're gonna see Ceniza Estrada. She's taking on the opponent from Argentina. I haven't seen her before, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Ceniza Estrada in action. She puts on great performances, and I can't wait for her to showcase those skills. And then we'll wrap this up with that main event tomorrow night for the undisputed welterweight championship of the world. I'm going to give you my prediction. I'm going to give you my pick. And we'll go ahead and start with what I think it'll happen. I think this fight, I want to say it ends up in a stoppage, but we may very well see it go, all 12 rounds. I don't know. I just feel like Bud has been on a streak. We know this, He's been on that knockout streak for some time now. And I believe it's going to continue. Errol Spence, the guy is a beast. He's everything that we've he's got all three belts, right? So he unified champion in this welterweight division. So no, in no way am I going to cut him short or think that he's not able to pull it out. But I just going back to Bud, being a champion, I believe, at the 135 division. I know that for sure he was an undisputed champion at the 140 division. And now, after being at the 147 division, that welterweight division now for some time, having those fights under his belt and, carrying that weight, I think now he's ready. This is a culmination. If we end up seeing Errol win, he'll be, if I'm not mistaken, the only man to have gone to all four champions and beaten them to become undisputed. That is amazing. That is insane to even think about, and wow, that's a crazy accomplishment. With Bud, if he wins his second undisputed, crown, wow, that's unheard of. I believe he would then become the first only male to become a two-time undisputed champion in different divisions. So either way, we're going to see something historic tomorrow night, whatever outcome. Me personally, I think it's going to be Bud keeping the streak going, getting that stoppage, that knockout. I don't think it's going to be easy. I think Earl's going to put up a fight. He's going to make him, earn every little bit of, real estate in that ring. And, I think Bud is up for the challenge. I think he's going to be up for the challenge. I think when it comes to this, these top athletes, these top performers that we like to follow in sports, they, when the moment is there, they step up to that moment. And, sometimes that's all they need is, they'll block out everything else. The crowd won't matter. It's their time to, do what they do. And I'm looking forward to seeing both of these fighters perform, give a hell of a performance on each of their ends. But I'm going to say that in the end, it'll be Terence Bud Crawford being crowned undisputed champion, his second, crown at undisputed, and Errol's, said that he's going to be moving up, that he won't be long in this division thereafter, that he's moving up. Will he want that rematch there again? Possibly. I'm not sure it'll be at the same weight. Maybe they'll, meet up in a catch weight or in the next division. But definitely exciting times in the welterweight division. We know that, Jaron Boots Ennis is waiting in the wings. He's there. Just put on a performance not too long ago. You can look back. We talked about it on the channel. So, yeah, Jaron Boots Ennis is just waiting, salivating at the opportunity to take on whichever one of these fighters moves on forward to defend that welterweight crown. So a lot to be decided. Looking forward to tomorrow night. You have my prediction. Let me know what you all are thinking. Reach out on all socials. I want to know what the feel is. And I can't wait. This is exciting times. Boxing, I'm telling you, it's on a roll. I'm sure some of you are looking forward to Jake Paul and Nate Diaz. They're gonna have their fight here pretty soon. But there shortly after, in September, we're going to see Canelo Alvarez return to the ring. Of course, he is facing Jermell Charlo, the twin Charlo. And after what happened today with his, brother Maul, that's going to be definitely part of, I'm sure, the narrative there. We've seen the videos with Canelo just, he says he doesn't, get ready because he stays ready. And, he's been doing that in the ring. You see, him post his workouts, practically daily. So, he's, making sure he's preparing himself. Mel being at this weigh-in, being part of this, whatever it was, may not be the best thing. But, he's got some time from here to September, but he definitely wants to start getting on that ball. So, looking forward to it. Looking forward to whatever comments you have, thoughts you guys have. And thanks for, listening again. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed the latest episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow us everywhere. See you on the next one.